Hey everyone, Tech OG here, representing those who are 40 and up who love their tech. And in this video, I want to talk about the love-hate relationship I have with this device here. This device is called the Gpd Win, and this is my fourth time buying this system. Yep, I said it, fourth time. I had it 3 times before this and sold it because I thought I could use it. I really liked it. I thought I could use it, but I wasn't using it to its fullest potential. And so I sold it every time I bought it. I used it maybe for like a month or so. Then said to myself, well, I'm not using this as much as I wanted to, so I sold it every time. But now I got it for the 4th time, and this is the final time I'm buying it, and this time I'm keeping it. Now the reason why I have this love-hate relationship with this device, the reason why I love it, and I mean I really do love this piece of machinery, because this basically is a portable laptop. It runs Windows 10. So as you can see, the form factor, it looks like a Nintendo DS with a full keyboard on it. But the fact that it runs Windows 10 is absolutely amazing. So like I said, to hold it in the palm of your hand is not even that heavy. Not even that heavy at all. And it has game controls on here. So basically, if you play emulators on your laptops or desktop computers, as I do, to be able to play those same emulators in the palm of your hand is absolutely incredible. So the people that designed this, that made this, the company Gpd, my hat is off to you. I completely love this device. Like I said, it took me 4 tries to really say to myself, I'm keeping this for myself. So like I said, just to have portability in your games and playing your games, like I said, your emulated games, and because this is a Windows 10 laptop, basically, it runs Windows or PC games. So if you play any kind of PC games, I mean, it doesn't have the best specs as you would have on a normal gaming laptop or desktop computer, but it does play a nice handful of games where you can be quite satisfied with the performance of this device. Now there are tons of videos on YouTube where people have reviewed this device, some good, some not so good, and I'm not saying some good and not so good as far as reviews. Some videos were good as far as describing what this is, describing what it does, and there were just some videos of some people that just shot something together and didn't really know what this can do and the capabilities that it had. So like I said, as far as specs, this thing doesn't have a lot of good specs because it's so small. That's why it doesn't have a lot of good specs on it. And for the most part, my daily driver that I usually use as far as a computer is my Generation 1 Microsoft Surface Book. This is, in my opinion, for myself, the best laptop I've ever used. Better than Macs. And I got a MacBook Pro, and it's a pretty old one. I think it was a 2008 or 2010, I can't remember. But at the time when I did get it, I got it maxed out as far as the RAM, the hard drive, and things like that. But it was kind of heavy. So what I like about this is only 3 pounds, and it has some really good specs. Even though you can't really replace the battery on it, it has some fantastic specs and runs pretty much every emulator that I have on it seamlessly. But I don't like carrying it around all the time, so that's where this comes in. So the Gpd Win, as far as specs, has a 5.5 inch screen measured diagonally. The CPU, or your processor, it's an Intel Atom processor, Z8750. The first one the first GPD that was released by the company had a Z8700 processor, And so they improved the processor a little bit with the second edition of the GPD. And the second edition has an aluminum top, where the first one it's all plastic. So this is all plastic down here, but the second edition, which I have, with the 8750 processor, has an aluminum top. So as far as graphics, it has Intel HD 405 graphics. Now if you're into the numbers and the names, I mean, that just basically means it has integrated graphics, Intel integrated graphics. So there's no NVIDIA on here, and you know what NVIDIA, that's a video card that you can have in your computer that can increase your graphics, and it doesn't have AMD. So since it doesn't have that, like I said, it's just integrated graphics, so you're not gonna get the best graphics on here. But like I said, if for those who just want to play games just to play games, you're gonna be happy with what this can do. As far as memory, it only has 4 gigabytes of RAM. Storage, it has 64 gigabytes embedded in it. 64 gigabyte storage unit, and it's also expandable by micro SD, according to the GPD website. And I'm getting some information from Wikipedia. According to the GPD website, this is expandable up to 128 gigabytes micro SD. And it's also, according to some users, expandable unofficially to 256 gigabytes of micro SD storage. I want to be the first person to unofficially say that the Gpd Win, and this is the first generation, and I'll explain that in a minute, this can unofficially run a 400 gigabyte micro SD memory card. And so I told you in previous videos, I bought a 400 gigabyte micro SD card to put in my Samsung Galaxy S9, but I took it out because now that I have this is going to be my go-to for portable gaming, and I'm going to use my phone for casual gaming only, so I can just basically use the embedded 64 gigabyte internal storage, and I also have a 256 gigabyte memory card in the phone for when I'm doing videos or making videos and taking pictures. I can store all that on the card rather than the internal storage. And I've taken the 400 gigabyte micro SD card and placed it in the Gpd Win. Of course, it says 400 gigabytes, but you can only use 366 gigabytes on the card. The rest of it is allocated for the drivers or whatever that's on there to make the card run. So still, 366 gigabytes of storage is way more than enough space to put pretty much every game you could possibly think of on here, and then some. So especially for, well, I will say, well, you would think that it can run AAA PC games such as Grand Theft Auto 5, and there are some videos that show that it runs on here, but their frame rate is very low, so they put everything on low settings. So it does run as far as working on this device, but there are some games that just don't run even if you put it at the lowest settings, because I did test out Final Fantasy 15, and I put that on low settings, and I had to do some tweaking because at first when I put it on here and just put it on low settings, it was still running extremely slow. And so I had to do some tweaking in the settings, and I was able to get it to run, but like I said, the frame rate was very choppy, so I just basically took it off because I wasn't very pleased with that running, because that is a newer game meant for newer laptops and newer computer devices. So like I said, having 366 gigabytes to put your emulators and emulated games on, and for PC games, like I said, that is just absolutely wonderful, incredible. Love it. And like I said, because it is a PC, get all your PC functions. So you can use it in the tablet mode, you can connect it to a television set if you have the Microsoft wireless adapter, which I do have. I have one here at home, have one on my television set right over there. And I actually have two of them. I have a second one at work. So when I'm teaching from my computer, I do have a school issued laptop, but I would rather use my own because I can put things on my computer that I can't put on the school's computer because of the policy that the school district has in place for their tech devices. So I like to use mine. So since I have a Microsoft wireless display adapter at school, I can actually cast this on my smartboard. No, I can't use the smartboard features with this because I don't have the smartboard software installed in here, but still, just to have this cast on the smartboard screen for my students to see is well more than worth the price of this device. And I can use the Jot Dash that I talked about in the previous video. You can also use this, as you can see, the little bubbles that pop up. It works great with the Gpd Win. Look at that. So you can use the pen to control things, or because this also has Bluetooth 4.0, you can use Bluetooth mics. So I have the Microsoft Arc Windows Edition. I actually have two, one for my Surface Book and one for the Gpd Win. And I know which one is which because the one that's ripped on the bottom is for the Gpd Win. So you can use the mouse with it. Works great. No lag at all. And like I said, I'm mainly using this to play my games. I'm also going to use this to teach from because when I teach my lessons or my music lessons in class, I use a lot of PowerPoint, Windows, Google Drive, use a lot of that stuff. And so to be able to use this and cast it on the smartboard is going to be wonderful. So I'm going to test this out tomorrow to see how it works. I've never used it before, even though I had 3 of these before buying this one. I've never really used it in the classroom. I did use my Surface Book once, but like I said, just to have this in the palm of my hand, I will be able to teach and walk around the classroom to make sure that my students are paying attention and control everything from here, and the kids see it on the smartboard. So that is going to be wonderful. I may have a student record me as I teach to show you how it works in the classroom. So for those of you teachers who are interested in doing this, it is wonderful to use rather than being stationary at a desk using your laptop or desktop computer that your school district issued you. So like I said, just to use this, I'm just going to show you right now just the gameplay of emulators that you can have on the Gpd. I have my own set of emulators that I like. As you can see on the bottom, I have them all set up, ready to play. And in future videos, I'm going to give you an in-depth reason or in-depth video of why I've chosen these particular emulators. And there you go. And there you have it. That was just a small taste of the games and emulators that I play on my service book and now Gpd Win. I hope you liked the video. Give a thumbs up if you did like it. Leave comments in the comment section. I will leave some links if you're interested in getting the Gpd. The best way or the best price to get it at will be on eBay right now. I don't know too many places that sell it, but probably in May or June, the second edition of the Gpd Win is going to be coming out, called the Gpd Win 2. And that one is going to have a Core M3 processor in it, 128 gigabyte SSD, a lot of the same ports that you have on here. So as far as ports, this one got the USB 3.0, like I said, Bluetooth 4.0, the keyboard, and like I said, oh yeah, the dual sticks, D-pad, buttons, and the shoulder buttons. Oh yeah, so you got L1, L2, R1, and R2. But you got your L3 and R3 right here, and on the Gpd 2, they're going to be on the back as well. So you're going to have 3 shoulder buttons on the Gpd Win 2. So I'm pretty happy with this. As you saw, I can play a lot of my favorite games, cool games, and it works great. So I hope you liked the video. And like I said, give a thumbs up if you did like it. Subscribe to it. And I do have right now 47 subscribers. Once I hit 50, I'm going to have a giveaway. So definitely subscribe. Let me hit 50. I'll do a giveaway. I'll probably do another giveaway when I reach 100 and things like that. So I just want your support. And like I said, I hope you like what I'm doing, and I hope to see you in my next video.